All right, let's meet in the water.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, first thing is to, read and approve, April 16th, 2024 minutes.
President, I move that we approve as written.
Second.
All in favor? Then is review and approve April 30th, 2024 warrant.
I move that they be approved.
Second.
All in favor? Oh, Kathy?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Sorry I'm late.
No, actually on time, we're early.
Jimmy's rushing us today, so maybe just in time.
Yeah. Next thing is group flood insurance policy fact sheet.
Pretty simple. FEMA has group insurance policies available. If you get flooded out, there are certain terms and conditions in which they will help you with your payments for insurance and certain conditions will they will not. And they ask that we publish this on or make it available to the townspeople. So I suggest we just post it on the website.
Yeah.
So they buy into a group, right?
Yeah.
Nothing really to do with us,
Yeah.
it just gives them the option to.
And it applies to people who are within the floodplains. You have to read into the detail of it. And I don't know that there's anybody in town that actually, right now, has a policy, but I've been told that there's a policy, but they're not in a flood zone. But it talks about out-of-pocket costs for group flood insurance policies and stuff. And, FEMA has some assistance, but I don't think it's gonna apply to every people in town, but.
Browse through it,
Yeah.
and absorb it all.
But make it available, you never know.
Yeah, give me an option.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we sure hope. Reminders, Stamp Pond Meet tomorrow at 7 p.m. May 2nd, planning board meeting at 7, it's, like one of those special meetings.
So we will be looking at two different versions of a ordinance on marijuana.
Oh,
Or I'm supposed to say cannabis now,
okay, yeah.
whatever.
Tomatoes, model, but.
Yeah. And, I'll be sending it out to the board probably tomorrow. I don't know, 'cause I don't care one way or another, it doesn't mean anything to me.
Mhm.
But we'll see. I mean, you know, I think we should whittle it down to one ordinance or nothing, rather than two different ordinances. Somehow it doesn't seem right to say, you gotta take one or the other, because I really think people ought to have the chance to say, no, we don't want one. So one ordinance that we've got written is as permissive as possible, and the other is, well, maybe not as permissive as possible. It's very permissive, and the other ordinance is very restrictive. So you'll look at that, and they're written in such a way that you can put the two sheets of paper side by side and see what's going on. I don't know, I just wanna hear what people say.
Yeah.
So you want to welcome public input?
Yeah, well, that'll be next, we'll decide when to have a public hearing.
But as far as people showing up to the planning board,
Carol Frost,
yeah, I feel there'll be more people than that.
well,
Yeah.
tell them to come.
Yeah, I know she's the one that's got your own speed dial, but, yeah, no, I just left Carol's house tonight, she'll be here.
Yeah, well, I hope so, I mean,
There'll be other people.
I
for sure.
hope so, because
Yeah.
right now I'm
Yeah.
saying, I'm hearing more from
Yeah.
people who want marijuana than people who don't.
Well, when you get to a public hearing, then you might get
Yeah,
more.
right.
Yeah, well,
Instead of just a planning board meeting.
if people are really excited and hate us, they come early and often,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people just take a lackadaisical approach and kind of hope for the best and then go and then complain about it.
Throw stones afterwards.
Throw
Yeah.
stones
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
I'd say what I'm hearing that I am in sympathy with is, that everybody wants marijuana to be legal and sold in the town next door.
Not my backyard.
Not here. I mean, I hear that in different ways from different people, That's fine, but I don't want it next door to me. I don't want people driving home, smoking a joint past my house.
That was my feelings when they first proposed to, legalizing it,
Yeah.
You gotta worry about drunk drivers on the road now we got,
Yeah.
Impaired,
yeah,
everything.
yep. That's real nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty,
Well, it can have to do with texting, too. Yep.
Yeah,
Decide whether you want that.
yeah.
Tell you what, the biggest problem on the road is them cell phones.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I know,
You can just watch people go by and looking right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thing. Drives me insane,
Yep.
but, I don't know, it's okay.
Special town meeting next Tuesday. Chris, you got any?
I do. I have a couple different things. I wrote it down on a note though because I keep forgetting things. So on the fire department end of it, we sent off, or Jeff should be sending off the programming list for the radio grants. I think we were awarded 16 or 25 new radios, I think. It's a trade-in program, so we have to trade in old ones and we get new ones. But that's a really good thing, easy peasy. Steve talked to you, I guess, about the radio repeater contract, and you were sending it off to,
I did.
okay,
I didn't put you copy too, but I will. I put
Sure.
Steve on it, I think, but it's gone off to David Laurie to just. One thing I didn't have was I didn't have the April 13th, 2010 radio equipment agreement between Cumberland County and the town, or between Baldwin and Hearst,
okay,
which was the original one. I had the one that the amended one that we put out last year.
okay,
I had a copy of that to send him, but,
okay.
I mean, it's, reading it over again for a second or third time, it looked like it'd probably be a good deal for us.
I think it is,
You know,
it's,
Yeah,
it's kinda nice not to have to worry about anything on the tower, as far as financially or, mechanically, if something goes wrong, ice takes out an antenna, it's not our problem. They're gonna take care of it.
yeah.
If the coaxial breaks off, they're gonna take care of it, and it's Cumberland County, so it's gonna get done relatively quick.
Seems like a big deal to me.
Better than us having to fork over the money to have somebody climb it and fix it.
Yeah.
If you read the details of it, we get tied into a bunch of their equipment.
Yeah,
It wasn't clear to me if it's on the tower or. on
it's the stuff on the tower, you get tied into like their antennas, cause they're gonna put new antennas up, which we get the use of, and then their service agreement, and
There's
whatnot
a
like that.
couple of other things, though, and,
Yeah.
so, the only downside I could see is if they all of a sudden decide to pull out,
Yeah.
and we're left with their stuff now missing, and with a gap in our equipment, but I don't think they're gonna do that.
I doubt it, since she's been pretty adamant about making this happen. And then the only other thing is, I was up to West Baldwin a couple months ago with Howard, well, not, probably a couple weeks, I guess, maybe a month ago. And we were looking at it, and I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, they put up the two fences, the neighbor put up two fences. They put up like a stockade fence, and then they put up like a rail fence. And the rail fence, which is the closest one to the building, to our building, is actually technically speaking on the town land, if you will, on the Baldwin side of
Is
it.
that the old garage?
No, that's the fire station.
Oh, fire station.
Yeah.
Okay,
So, be with what it may be, it's not really affecting much. However, maybe a letter to them saying, hey, you know, your fence is on our side of the property and we're notifying you of your encroachment. Just to cover everything to,
How do you know that?
the pin, you can look at the pin, the pin's right, if you walk towards that fence, right between, it's almost in line with their stockade fence is our pin, and then they've got that rail fence made out of like 4x6 posts and 2x6s. You can see the pin, it's right up close to the hot top. There's, on the curb, there's actually a paint mark, and it's about 2 feet that way, I think, is where the pin is. You can take a look at it. Just to notify them that, you know, didn't install a fence on town property. That does it for fire department stuff, I think. I texted you guys about, Shay would like to purchase the 2003 International. I just left the titles in there. He offered $500 to us. We got $400 for the L8000. You're probably gonna get a little bit more for this one because you're gonna have more weight, but it's probably gonna cost us more to truck it too, so I you know, I don't know. Yeah, and then we don't have to pay the trucking at all, we just get $500 and we get to say, okay.
Just take it, yeah.
So if you guys wanna approve that.
Seems to bless it.
Yes, I will let him know on that. And then, they plan to pave Brown Road and McNeil Road the last week of May.
Soon,
So, yeah.
That was his opening for us, and he goes, are you ready? And I said, we will be. So that should be happening as long as weather permits for them to keep their schedule and everything like that. Should be finished with everything tomorrow, I'm hoping. We've ditched all the way from, Wayne Moore's house, all the way up through. We've ditched everything. We've put in 3 new culverts, well, 2 new culverts, 1 replacement. We had put in 2 under drains where there were springs in the road, to get rid of the water, so the water's not coming up through the road. And I've got 1 culvert to replace on McNeil Road, which will happen tomorrow, and then it should be pretty much buttoned up, and that'll be good to go. I'm going to order the signs to post a weight limit on Fremont, so we can try to save what is left of the road, I guess.
Yeah.
Not much of the road.
Mm-hmm.
The window for the backhoe showed up last week, I think Thursday it showed up here. So the guys are gonna try to put that in, and I won't see you for a couple weeks.
going in this weekend is a.
Friday I have
Good.
surgery, so. I figured Friday I get me my full work week, and then I can be out, so. And I'm gonna call Safety Works this week and get on the schedule for whenever they can in a couple weeks when they come back. So,
So who calls the shots while you're on it, yeah? Who's second in command? Are you just gonna get texts in the hospital, what do I do?
I mean, I'll be texting from my lawn, my couch, don't you worry about that. Stevie's technically speaking second, so.
I'm sure he's thrilled about that.
Oh, I'm sure he is. But we'll make it through.
Yeah.
They got a long list of things to do. And it keeps growing.
Always.
Hey, Rob, you got something from MMA, they wanna do another audit with the fire department and,
Right, so before that significant storm, we had John Waterbury, is his name, I believe, from MMA Risk Management, wanted to come out, do kind of like a site visit, I believe, of the fire station,
yeah.
houses and the town garage. So Chris, sent me a message that said that he would like to be present for
Oh.
that. So tonight I actually emailed John back and asked, I said that he was gonna be off on leave and would like to be present, for the site visit, so if at all possible, could we make it towards the end of May? He might be back on light duty at that point, maybe.
I'm hoping back within a short amount of time.
Okay.
So I actually just talked to Jim over in Sebago, and he actually had his visit today with MMA.
Oh, really?
And he's like, they just come out, they go over things, they wanna check to make sure that you have certain items and protocols to make sure that we're safe, and then, so our insurance is good through them, basically is what it is, it's just making sure that, yeah, okay, you have this action plan, you have this thing, you're
Yeah.
telling people that you're being safe, and making sure the building's safe and up to code, basically, just to make sure that their insurance, they're willing to keep us as.
Yeah. And if we go through, Safety Works, that should help us out a lot, too.
That'll help us big time, especially when it comes to BLS and all the other
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
so.
and insurance,
Yeah, so,
they'll like, hear that,
yeah, exactly.
and we'll work with Safety Works.
And I figured Safety Works is a perfect opportunity for me to get all my office work done. Cause I won't be working on the road much.
Right. That's a good idea, yeah.
So, it kinda works out in the end.
And MMA did extend the deadline for March 29th a little bit for the schedules. So if you're able to get the equipment inventory
Oh,
back,
okay.
so we can get that done,
I
that
will.
would be terrific.
Yep. You got it.
Is that it?
I think so. I think I'm good.
Yeah. Kathy?
No, good,
Yeah. Joe?
Thanks.
John? Sandy?
Fine.
Chad?
Keep it up.
That's it?
Keep it up.
Thank you. Chad?
I'm all set.
Okay, so we're gonna meet tomorrow night, San Fontaine, at 7:00.
I should remind you, actually, that I'm conducting a forestry tour on Saturday
That's right,
morning
too,
at
yeah.
9 o'clock,
Yeah. 9:00?
9 o'clock, 9 AM, everybody's invited. You can get out of your hospital bed.
I don't think they'd like me walking through the woods.
M18.
Refreshments?
Not anymore.
Anything? Any kind of refreshments?
Coffee and donut.
Yeah.
Coffee, donut.
What would you like to order?
Coffee, that's good.
9 o'clock or 9:30?
9 o'clock. I got confused and said 9:30 a couple of times and said 9 o'clock a couple of times.
I did too.
So, that's why Kathy nudged me to say 9 o'clock.
Okay. Robin, you got anything?
I, just something quick, the baseball coaches, have emailed me, they would like to put a security box on the baseball shed, not the snack shack, where they would leave the key inside for all the coaches to get inside, to get the equipment. So,
It'd be like a real estate.
kind of deal, yeah, so there would be limited access by the coaches, basically. So, I just wanted to run that by you.
as long as we got a key to the box.
Or code to get in the box.
It's
there,
cold, yeah, it's like, yeah.
But the water's been turned on. I called Randy to get the walkthrough on that, and Dwayne and I went down in the basement, and did that, and the power had already been on. The porta potty's here, and the first sand pond will be delivered closer towards the end of the month, so
Mhm.
they're up and running. And Dwayne is going to try to fill in the best he can for the mowing. He's gonna be busy with the cemeteries, but he felt that, around Memorial Weekend, for the cemeteries especially, but he felt that he would be able to do this out here for us.
Okay.
Because they like to have it mowed before the game.
Yeah, yeah.
So just an aside, speaking of cemeteries, there's a big pine on the corner of the little road that goes to the cemetery behind the library, and it's got branches everywhere, big ones. I can't move,
Oh, okay.
so
So in other words, I send him with a chainsaw when he goes out there.
that would be helpful, and maybe an extra body.
Oh, I did talk to Dwayne about safety stuff with the chainsaw. Is that something that you've reviewed with him? Okay, good. Because he's been out here sawing and everything, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I hope Chris has had his little in-service on that.
I provide everything he needs. You can lead a horse to water.
Did he have the training on it?
That's what I was getting at.
It's in the file.
Did he have the training on it?
It's in the file.
Okay.
Paperwork's there.
Good.
Anything else?
No, I'm sorry, thank you.
Bob, you got anything?
That's a good one.
Have we replaced the lock on the gas, the stove lately? I tried the key and it wouldn't set.
The master key?
Yeah. Yeah? It's totally different brand lock.
Yeah,
Okay,
your master key should fit that.
Oh, the master key should fit.
Yes,
Oh, doesn't, so it's good, got the one out of the
yes,
box.
no.
Oh.
When we had everything rekeyed, it was supposed to have a new special key for it, but that's not how it worked out. So it ended up being a master key type of thing.
Oh, okay.
But we can look at it together, just to
Okay.
be sure, but,
Yeah.
I know when Dwight and Connie do the senior lunches, they come and get my key.
Okay.
And mine's the master.
No, that's,
Yes,
probably ought to take that key out of the box then, 'cause I got confused.
yep, we can do
Did
that.
stove the other day. That's it, that's all I got. I move that the select board go into executive session pursuant of one MRSA section 405, 6A to discuss personnel matter.
Second.
Favor?